want to go across to our panel and chat with them. Sandeep Bamzai is the editor of Mail Today. Welcome, Sandeep. Praveen Singh represents the Aam Aadmi Party. We've got Arvind Gupta from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Dr. Kiran Walia, a senior member of Sheila Dikshit's cabinet, also with us at this time. I want to go across first to Sandeep Bamzai because the media especially has been very, very critical over the last 72 hours of everything that the Aam Aadmi Party has done. This poll conducted at the peak of Kejriwal's pre-Republic Day agitation shows that they still, despite what you might think, despite what some people watching this broadcast might think, amongst the voters of Delhi, they still have incredibly high approval ratings.
Yeah, from the poll that I just saw on the screen, that seems to be the case. But I think this honeymoon is not going to last very long, because the more that we see of their anarchic ways, the more the erosion in the equity of these people.
No, but is there a big difference, Praveen Singh, between the way that someone like a Sandeep Bamzai might decode what's been happening over the last 72 hours and how people in the slums, in the Juggi clusters of Delhi, amongst the poorer strata, the core vote bank of the Aam Aadmi Party, the manner in which they're decoding what's happening is completely different from the way Sandeep's decoding what's happening?
Well, I'm actually very surprised at if you would say what Mr. Sandeep Bamzai has said as decoding. He has an opinion which he's trying to somehow pass off. Otherwise, if you look at, like you yourself said today, the numbers are clearly speaking for us. A 20% increase in vote share. No party would have ever thought 50% of people would want them back in the Vidhan Sabha, 39% in Lok Sabha. I don't know if ever in this country people ever said excellent or good for a government, saying 53%. So I think Mr. Bamzai and his friends need to really rethink what is their understanding of good governance, what are these terms that they throw in the media that somebody is being anarchic and that post this it's going to go down. So I think we all need to really relook at our...
Give me an example of good governance in the last 30 days. One example.
Well,
one example.
You might
is all that I asked.
Yeah.
Just one example of good governance.
Yeah. So I will tell you what I'm... First of all, this 1 month is a short period.
No, answer his question.
Let me answer.
Hello,
please give me time. I will answer your question very specifically.
Yeah, please answer the question. Please don't dodge the bullet and answer the question.
I am not dodging at all.
Answer the question.
I will explain what good governance is.
Yeah.
When we went into these elections, we went to people and realized what their real issues were. So having a manifesto that really responds...
I said give me an example of good governance in the last 30 days. Don't give me spiel about what your manifesto held. See, let's make a clear bifurcation or division of what we are talking about over here.
See,
okay?
The answer...
If you're telling
can
me...
I get a time?
No, you must answer.
Answer the question.
He's asked you a question. Answer that question, Praveen.
So what I'm saying
what is the one...
What I'm saying is, the answer might not be in the form you are expecting. Therefore, you might have to listen to me for 1 minute. Yes. That is all I'm saying. So good governance, you might have some conception of good governance. Therefore, you are expecting my answer within 5 words to get into that. Please listen to my argument.
You making that point, answer the question.
Yeah, the point is,
let's
good
forget semantics. Let's forget semantics. Answer
Can
the
I
question.
Answer it?
You're not answering.
Answer the
question. Answer the question.
Yes. So good governance starts with understanding what people's real issues are. Being able to bring them up when you're fighting elections, then coming and responding to some of the key issues in whatever short-term manner you can, and have a long-term plan. In our case, water and electricity were 2 key issues for people of Delhi, 80% people. We brought them out and we've responded to them in a certain way. I think that is the clearest example of good governance. This data is clearly a reflection of that.
Let me deal with the sleight of hand which the Aam Aadmi Party has resorted to, using the subsidy model for water and electricity.
Yes.
There is Delhi government has a fiscal deficit of 2,604 crore rupees, down from 3,177 crore in the previous financial year. This was revised to 2,921 crores for 12-13, right? Against that fiscal deficit, you are resorting to a subsidy model. You promise the people of Delhi that you will make sure that there is a 50% rollback and the DISCOMs will be responsible for rolling that back. You did not do that. So where is the good governance?
And also the reality, I want to bring the other panelists in also. The reality is, over the last 1 month, you will answer. You will answer the questions. Over the last 1 month, not a single development project has been cleared by the Aam Aadmi Party government. They've been busy agitating, they've been busy indulging in various forms of gimmickry, but not a single development project has been sanctioned. The facts speak for themselves, but currently we're dealing dealing with the numbers, and I want to go across to Dr. Kiran Walia. Dr. Walia, are we seeing a big difference between the way the political establishment perceive the performance of the Aam Aadmi Party government and the way the Aam Aadmi perceives the performance of Kejriwal? Because the Aam Aadmi is solidly behind Kejriwal, despite what anybody might say. That's the reality this poll throws up.